Hello. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well this Wednesday. I am doing just great. Um, and it's been a long couple of days with all the stuff that's come out and on the news and here and there. So it's been a little trying, but I'm feeling better and more positive. And I wanted to come to you with something I think is really important for you to know and just something for you to think about. My last blog about I'm No Fool got some folks upset, mad, whatever. That was my expectation that it would. I don't care if you're mad. That was not my thought. Was I'm not going to feel bad when somebody gets mad about hearing the truth of who they are and whatever. Could care less um, and stuff. Doesn't matter to me. Um, you know, if folks want to be defensive, that's fine. Personally, if you're defensive, then really that says more about you than about what I said and stuff, because no need to defend yourself if you don't feel like, if you haven't done anything wrong. So no need to come in and defend yourself. But, some folks did, and, everybody got told where they could go trying to defend themselves or tell me what I needed to do on my blog. Please understand. Um, you do not come to my blog and try to confront me. Once again, I'm not looking for fans. I'm not looking for people to like me. I'm not even looking for people to agree with me. I care less. Okay, I do what's right because it's the right thing to do. That's it. So it doesn't even matter to me whether people read my blog, do whatever. I'm not trying to make money off of that blog, nor am I trying to make money off of you. That's not what I'm trying to do. So I'm not trying to placate or sensationalize or whatever. I say what I need to say, and I got high self-esteem. So it's not in any need of ego stroking or nothing like that. So, I'm not, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to like it. I don't have to like nothing else nobody else do. But please don't come to my blog trying to confront me. That won't end well for you. Um, but today I wanted to talk about something. Um, and as you can see from the title, it's something I've been thinking about over these last days of what's been going on after the George Zimmerman trial and a bunch of other stuff that sort of come out and different things that have happened and stuff, and some of the reactions that I've seen, from different people and stuff. And so I wanted to say something about this and about see me, and essentially why racism is not my problem. Okay. And I know you're thinking, what? And stuff, but I'm going to tell you why. But when I talk about see me, when the stuff came out with the Zimmerman trial, I was talking to my husband about it. And as you all know, he's white. So I was talking to him about it. And there's just some things that he may not get about being black. I get that. It's not a big deal. I got that before we got married, and stuff. That's not a big deal. I wasn't expecting for him to somehow, be on a thing of, oh, he understands. But that doesn't mean you can't be sympathetic to what people are going through, or that you don't have the ability to see people and stuff. And I think many times what happens with people is they don't see other people. They don't see other people. And I mean, see them in the sense of see who they are deep inside, see their happiness, joys, see their hurts, their pains, see them as really just, another human being. Although the human being may be different, because I'm not the colorblind person, you all know that, how much I hate colorblind. Yeah, I hate that word, and I hate people using it as something of, oh, well, we're all the same. No, we're not all the same. And when I mean see me, I mean see my differences, see my story, see who I am. and stuff. And I think much of what the stuff that we have is because people don't see us as people. People don't see other people as people. They see them as a threat. They see them as a burden. They see them as a problem, and stuff. They don't even, even if they're the same, they see some camaraderie that may not even be there just because you might be people similar in gender or similar in race or ethnicity and stuff. People see some sort of camaraderie that may not even be there. Okay, because they don't really want to see who the person is. And the one thing that living up here in the Pacific Northwest has taught me is you don't always know who you're talking to. And so when I see people, I know that I need to be cognizant that these people may have all kinds of people in their family. They may be married to all kinds of people, to different varying people and stuff like that. They may be gay, they may be straight, and stuff. They may be interracial marriage. They maybe have biracial children. They may have family members that are in interracial marriages. They may have a mixed multicultural family and all this stuff. That happens all the time around here. And so you can't be so stupid as to assume that just because someone is a woman, that they're married to a man. Just because someone is a man, that he's married to a woman. Just because someone is white, he's married to someone else that's white. And just because someone is black, they're married to someone else that's black. Or just because someone is Hispanic or Latino, they're married. It doesn't work like that around here at all and stuff. And so really, I try my best to see people, and stuff. I try my best to kind of figure out who people are on the basis of just who they are and stuff, Then I can work out whether or not, hey, I want to like them or not like them or whatever, because looking at people usually, usually sort of a really poor judge of character. It's just always been a trait of mine. It's not something I'm particularly proud of and stuff. It's just kind of who I am. I'm usually kind of give people, stuff just from a first look. I kind of make some judgments that usually are not true and stuff, good or bad and stuff, So usually I'm kind of, and stuff. Usually it takes me a while to sort of get to know who people are. So I don't make too many kind of jumps the gun judgments because I know for me, I have to have time to process stuff. And that's just how I am. I wish I was a really good at, figuring out people's character just on just a few minutes, but I'm not and stuff, and I know this. And, but it's okay with me. I just, do what I need to do to figure it out. And so, it takes me some time. And so I give myself that time to get to know people and stuff. And, and as a person, I have my own set of biases and all that sort of stuff, and those things that I have to confront about myself, about my own biases that I may have regarding people. I mean, that's a mature thing to do, is to try to do that. We're not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. And as much as we all think we're good people, we're not always good people. And that's just the truth and stuff. And so there's many times that I have to confront my own biases, when I see people or when I interact with people and stuff. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a part of being a grown-up person, is that you confront those things and that you do introspection about them. I find it immature if you can't confront your own biases. I find it immature if people can't, figure out, have an introspective moment to figure out, actually, maybe it's me, Now, not all the time is it you, but maybe sometimes it is me and stuff. And I need to confront this thing. And when I talk about see me, I mean seeing me as who I am, and stuff. And not just the outside, and then making a bunch of assumptions and then going and running from that and then figuring out later on, yeah, you really wore wrong because you didn't see me. So when I talked to my husband about the Zimmerman trial, we had a long talk. We had to talk about having kids. We had to talk about the white privilege thing. We had to talk about a lot of stuff. And I think some of it may have been a tad uncomfortable for him. It was uncomfortable for me. It is not, usually, it's not like, interracial couples sit around talking about race all the time. We don't and stuff. But there are times when things like this happen or other things happen where we have to confront what it means to be a black and white couple, and stuff. What that means for our children, what that means for us as people, what that means for us as individuals, and what it is that we need to do and stuff. And so I wanted him to make sure that he heard me and he saw me. And so at the end of the conversation, he said to me, he was talking to me, he said, you know what, I heard you. I hear you. We were doing something else. We were in the middle of doing something else at that point. We had stopped that conversation, had gone on with life and whatever. And we were in the middle of something else. And he told me, I heard you. I see you. I see who you are. And that made me feel good. Because I'm glad, now I figured before this he did, but I'm glad that he saw a different perspective, for me as being a black woman, and stuff. And not just this thing of me just kind of being a woman and stuff, but a black woman, which has a different set of perspectives than just being a woman and stuff, And so yesterday, yesterday, yeah, I got some comments about my I'm No Fool vlog on my blog, Married Girl in a Weird World and stuff, And one of them was actually really good. And that's where I thought about doing this part about racism is not my problem and stuff. And one of them was just kind of odd and stupid. This thought of, well, black on black crime kind of is a cause of what happened in the Zimmerman trial. If black people didn't have black on black crime, or black people didn't not respect themselves, then other people, and then I thought to myself, huh? What? And I thought, a lot of talk has been about, black people solving the problem of racism and, and confronting racism and blah, blah, blah. And then I listen, black people, racism is not your problem. Racism comes from white people's power and privilege. That's how racism happens. That's what racism is, white people. You have to have power and privilege to be racist. Other than that, you can just be sort of prejudiced, but you can't be racist. You can't be, racism has a different component. It comes from power and privilege. Black people can't be racist. Asian people can't be racist. Hispanic people can't be, they have no power. They have no privilege in this country. That's something unique to white people. It's white people's problem. And what seems to have happened is that somehow black people have gotten into this codependent relationship with white people as if racism is our problem. And now it's gotten so bad that white people are even calling black people racist. And I'm thinking, what bizarro world is this? Okay, and stuff. I'm like, what is this about? And so the thing is, white people, really only you can be racist. And only you can solve racism. And so over the last couple of days, what I have been telling white people of good conscience, because I know it's some of y'all out here, and some of y'all that feel bad, and some of y'all who actually realize that you have white privilege, and you're trying to use it for a better means than just to, to kind of, boost yourself and all this stuff, and make your life easier and everything and stuff, I know you're out there. And what I've been telling all of them who have said how they're just so upset and they don't like that this justice system has done this to this, poor black child and all this stuff and, and stuff. And yeah, all this stuff that justice system has done to a bunch of black kids, all over the United States, taking away parents and mandatory minimums so children are not growing up with parents, and stuff, killed children, not seeing about kids and stuff, all this other stuff that has happened in this system that we have, and stuff. But what you need to do is you need to confront racism yourself. Stop asking me to do it. I mean, the comment that I got from one of my readers that was just so good was talking about how, it was just a falsehood of if black people would respect black people, fallacy of logic that somehow white people would respect us. Listen, black people been trying to get respects and some sort of, acknowledgement of humanness and personhood from white people since we fell off the slave ship. Okay? For real. It's not like racism just happened yesterday. It's been a long time we've been trying. We've been marching. We've been begging. We've been cajoling. We've been, going completely psychotic crazy trying to get white people, in a whole to acknowledge our personhood. That has not happened. It didn't happen in slavery times, it didn't happen in Jim Crow, it didn't happen after civil rights, it ain't happening today. Okay? On no wholesale basis. It's just not happening. And what I have figured at this point is that this is no longer my problem. Okay? Black people have been in this country for many, many years. Okay? And, on a wholesale basis, we still get treated pretty unfairly and stuff. And so I'm not going to do all this about black people respecting themselves and somehow, many black people do respect themselves and still get treated badly. Look at your president and your first lady and how they get treated by many white people. And not just, psycho white people kind of outside, being psycho and crazy. I'm talking about people that, that the president actually works with, the congressmen and folks like that. And, these folks treat the man with mad disrespect. Okay? And I know that many times, if you respect yourself, other people will respect you. But sometimes, I'm a witness to this. That even if you respect yourself, and even if you do all the right things, people still don't respect you and stuff. And so it's not always your thing that they're not respecting you. Sometimes it's them. Okay? It's just who they are and stuff. And you can do all the right stuff and still be disrespected. Trust me, I've had it happen to me. Okay? I've had this thing where, I thought I was doing all the right stuff. And I thought I was doing the proper thing. And I think that I still do think that I was. But I was still disrespected on the basis of being black. Still. And although nobody called me the N-word right out, boy, they sure did treat me like one. And so, and I haven't forgot the lessons from that. I haven't forgot what that felt like. To do what you think is the right thing and still be treated wrong. Black people, racism has nothing to do with you. Get out of this codependent relationship with white people and their racism. Let them solve their own problem. I'm telling white people of good conscience, you need to confront the racism that you find and the racism that you find around you. The privilege that you see. You need to confront that. I'm tired of confronting it. Don't nobody listen to me no more. They think I'm crazy. Everybody thinks I'm overwrought. They think I'm, just too emotional and all this stuff. They throw stuff back in my face, telling me I'm offensive. People calling me a racist. I'm done. I'm tired of doing it. It's not my problem. It's like being in a relationship or a family member that's a crackhead and somehow I'm checking myself into rehab. For what? I haven't done nothing. And that's what it's like. In this thing of somehow black people are supposed to solve racism or racist attitudes. Stop. I'm done. Okay? I'm through. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do what I need to do. You know, I'm still going to respect myself. I'm not giving no passes. I'm not giving no passes to folks that disrespect me, trust and believe. But I'm still going to respect myself. I'm not saying that black on black crime is something that, that's white people's fault. It's not. Black people need to get it together. That's for sure. You know, I'm not giving no passes on that. But I'm also telling black people, listen, racism is not on you. Okay? Don't get caught up. Don't let other black people and white people get you caught up in that foolishness and that craziness, thinking that lunacy is something that you did and something that you need to solve. And if you just would act right, but it don't even matter about you acting right. That's the point. Acting right doesn't guarantee that you will be exempt from racism. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that I acted right and it still didn't exempt me from being treated differently and badly and disrespected because I was a black woman. Same thing I've been saying for a while. Okay? Racism is not my problem. I don't have nothing to do with it. I didn't set it up. I don't benefit from it. Okay? You know? And that's my thought. And the thought of one of my readers that made the comment, and she was right. As long as white people benefit from racism, there will be racism. As long as people benefit from stuff, white privilege, there will be white privilege. Because when something is good for you, you're not trying to get rid of it. So as long as people don't think anything is wrong with stuff, as long as many white people think that they actually, deserve white privilege and stuff, and many of them do, it will be here. I will not be fighting against it. I will not be taking it on. I will not be talking about how I need to confront it. White people of good conscience, and I've seen you. I've seen your blogs. I've seen some of the things you have said, and I'm really glad you're out there, doing that battle, fighting the good fight. Because, man, that could not be easy to try to take on, a good portion of your race that is really just absolutely a bunch of lunatics. And try to tell them that what they're doing is wrong. But you know what? If you don't say nothing, nothing's going to happen. If you don't stand up and say what's wrong, nothing is going to happen. Like people have been saying, it's wrong forever. And it's still going on. We're tired. We're weary. I'm tired of having this codependent relationship. I'm tired of, trying to somehow, put myself into counseling when I'm not the crazy one. They need to go. White folks need to go. Of good conscience need to go. And you all need to clean up your own house. And I'll figure out how to clean the house I'm in. But clean up your own place. Nobody in the white community has any right or any, or any cause, They don't have no room, as my best friend said, they don't have no room to tell black people what they need to be doing. None. Or what they need to do about black on black crime or whatever. None. Or what they need to do, about whatever situation is going. None. None. At this point. They got their own set of issues. And if you have a good conscience, if you are bothered by things that you see, when you see people being racist or unfair to someone of another race, when you hear the jokes, when you hear the snide remarks, when somebody is insulted, you need to say something and call them out and speak up. Stop with the passive aggressive stuff, white people. It's not working. Stop it. I'm not taking on a codependent relationship with racist white people anymore. It's not my problem. I'm not trying to solve it. I'm not trying to do anything about it anymore. I'm done. I'm not trying to explain nothing. You know, I'm done explaining. Done. I will be living my life and doing what I need to do for my own household. If I see somebody doing something wrong and, you know, within that community, then I call them out. But, you know, I'm done with the racism is somehow something I need to be trying to solve or figure out how to work with. I'm done working with folks. I'm done with all that. Done. I'm through. You know, it's enough of that. Folks been working, trying to work with people, trying to explain stuff, begging, borrowing, stealing, cajoling, trying to do all they can. Hoping, praying, everything. You know, singing in the streets, all that stuff. Ain't none of that worked. None of it. So, you know, it's time that, you know, it's on you. I'm giving you back your problem. It's on you now. So, you know, that's what I need to say about that. And I'm going to have the rest of my week and enjoy the rest of my week to the best of my ability. And, you know, hopefully you are enjoying your week and, you know, the rest of your week to the best of your ability, enjoying your family and, you know, enjoying the summertime. And I will certainly be talking to you all probably sometime later on this week. I'll be doing a vlog, but probably on the vlog, you won't see me until sometime next week. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.